All right, welcome guys to the team chat for Tuesday night. Tonight, I really wanted to talk to you about measuring success and how to measure success, because I know that I've been in this business for 5 years, and while I didn't always treat it like a business, I always felt like I was doing the things that I needed to do in order to have success. So what does that mean? I was always getting on the team calls. I was always taking tons of notes. I was always listening to the National Wake Up Call. I was like doing the things that people said that you were supposed to do in order to have success, but I wasn't seeing success. And that's because I wasn't taking the right actions. And I know that we've talked about this before, but sometimes you just need to hear it again and to, recognize like what truly matters in this business. And what truly matters in this business is helping other people. And the way to do that is through inviting. That's really the only way that you can have success. And so it doesn't come down to how many Success Club points you have at the end of the month or how many coaches you sign at the end of the month. It doesn't come down to those things. It truly comes down to measuring success from the actions that you're taking. And sometimes that takes a mindset shift. Sometimes that takes a place in your head where you have to say, okay, like, yes, Success Club 10 is my goal. Yes, I want to sign 3 coaches. But what are the action steps I need to do that will most likely get me to those goals? And then forget about those goals and focus on the action steps that you've reverse engineered. So what does that look like? So say we're looking at July, and I'm going to see if I have a blank. I don't think I have any blank Go for No trackers, but say we're in July and you've got a Go for No tracker that's completely blank, and you have one for coaches and one for challengers. I want you to then set up, are you going to fill out this whole sheet? Are you going to fill out 2 of these sheets? Are you going to fill out half of this sheet? What's your goal for this sheet? And I know that sounds super simple and basic, but that's how you need to measure your success. You need to measure your success by, at the end of the month, have you filled in all those squares? And if you filled in the amount of squares that you personally want to fill in, then you've had success. And like I said, it takes changing your mindset, because so often we just get caught up in rank and income and all of those things, and they will come in time, but you have to make sure that you're taking the action first. And I say this from a place because I know that personally I've struggled, over the past 5 years with, for the first 2 years, I could not hit Success Club regularly. 2 full years, probably closer to 3 full years, that I could not hit Success Club. And it was totally a mindset thing where I was just like, I feel like I'm doing the actions, but I wasn't doing the actions. I was a diamond coach, in and out of diamond rank, and I wasn't recruiting coaches. I wasn't presenting the challenge group opportunity every single day. I wasn't following up with people. I was letting things slip through the cracks that were the important parts of my business, because I was focusing in a million different directions, because I wanted to have a website, and I wanted to, be on Pinterest, and I wanted to do email marketing, and I wanted to be in all these different places, but I wasn't focusing on what truly mattered. And what truly mattered, really, up until you're about 5-star diamond, and I know that sounds crazy, but until you're 5-star diamond, you need to be focusing 80% of your time on your business. 80%, 20% to your team, 80% to your business. Nobody told me that until about a year and a half ago. And I had been focusing on team trainings. And that's why we don't have as many, big team trainings, because I'm a 1-star diamond. I need to get to that 5-star place before we start, really digging into those exclusive trainings. We have the self-led training, which I think is super, super great. And it's a really valuable tool. And it's an amazing tool if your coaches are using it. And so whenever your coaches are using it, that's when you need to check in one-on-one. Check in at least once a week, see how things are going. You can do a Zoom chat, you can do a call, however you want to do it. But that self-led training is really, really great. Now, once you hit to 5-star, you can decide, do I want to create a different training? Do I want to, have a big push to Emerald or a big push to Diamond within my own team? Do I want to do those things? But wait until you're 5-star to do it. Use my resources, use Meg's resources, use Janelle's resources. That's why we have a team. That's what this team is all about, is using everybody's resources, because we have a lot of them to choose from. That being said, don't get overwhelmed with them. If you need help picking and choosing which ones to do, definitely come to me. I can help you with that. So 80% of your time needs to be focused on your business. Of that 80% of your time, 80% of that time should really be focused on inviting. And I know that sounds like a lot, but that's really where your time needs to be spent, in conversations, in inviting, in following up. That needs to be 80% of your time. The other 20% should be your workouts, your social media posts, your check-ins to your groups. That's your other 20%. But 80% of what you're doing, because you have to look at that 80-20 rule, which I know is crazy, but really right now, I would fair to say that most of us within the team are only spending about 20% on the inviting, but it's getting us 80% of the results in our business. So you really need to flip it. You need to make sure that 80% of your time is focused in on conversations, on building up conversations, on following up, on, just sending out those messages. And then the other 20% be focused on trainings, social media, your own personal journey, and use that for your other 20%. That way you're having success in your business because you're filling this out. Not because you're hitting Success Club, not because you're increasing rank, not because you're increasing in your income, but because you're taking the actual action steps. That's the importance of measuring success in a different way. And then from that, I will say, since we started this Go for No tracker, personally, I have felt so much more connected to my business, and I felt so much more fulfilled from my business. Because though I haven't necessarily reached my Success Club goals, or reached my coaching goals, I know that I'm taking the action to get there. And as my list keeps building, I keep having a lot more conversations and a lot more people to follow up with. So it won't happen right away. Remember that there's always a delay in the business. There's a, 60 to 90 day delay sometimes. So the work that you put in now, you're going to see that effect at the end of July, at the end of August, at the end of September. What you do now is going to affect your business in September. And what you do in July is going to affect your business in October. And we know as we get towards the end of the year, it gets tougher. September, October, November are the toughest months in this business because people are in sweaters. They don't really care as much. They've got a lot going on. And so you need to make sure that you're talking to people now, recognizing what their goals are so that we can make sure that they're reaching those goals by the end of the year, that they haven't given up on themselves by the end of the year. Because remember, that's what we're in this business for. We're in this business to help people. That's why we do this, is so that we can truly change lives and impact others' lives. And you will, the more people that you will help, the more you will reach your own goals in this business. It's hard work, but it really does pay off. So I wanted to just really break this down, because I know that for me, I struggled for a long time when Success Club was my goal. When Success Club was my goal for 2.5 years, my first 2.5 years in this business, and I remember having conversations with Meg, Meg, I just can't hit it every month. I can hit it some months, but I just can't hit it every month. And she said, you've got to change your mindset, which you totally do. You have to change your mindset. You need to make sure you're doing personal development every single day and making sure that you have the right kind of personal development in your life. So the other day, I was feeling kind of down. I had to listen to Joel Osteen, had to pop him on a podcast. Sometimes I've got to turn on EntreLeadership for a podcast. Sometimes I need to listen to Chalene Johnson or Shaun T, or, a brand new book or something by Grant Cardone to get me super fired up. And paying attention to how you respond to your personal development, because there are going to be times in your business where you need professional development. There's going to be times where you need spiritual development. There's going to be times where you need personal development. They're all different aspects of personal development, but if you're listening to something or reading, if you're doing that and you're not feeling fulfilled at the end of it, or you're just feeling like you're doing it just to get through it, then that's not what you need right now. You need to switch. You need something different. So pay attention to how you're feeling when you're listening or when you're reading. Are you paying attention? Are you engaged in what they're saying? And if you're not, then you need to switch. You need to switch books. If you use Audible, this is a really great feature of Audible. If you use Audible, you can return a book, which I didn't know. But there were a lot of books, which I wish I would have known this like months and months ago, because there's a lot of books that I bought that I'm just like, I'm not feeling this, like a chapter or two in. And so I would just stop listening and pick up a different book. Well, now I've started returning those books because I know I can return them, which is super awesome. So I think it has to be like within the first 30 days or something. But if you're listening to a book on Audible and you're not feeling it, return it and get a different one. It takes some time to like refund in your bank account, but by all means, pay attention to how you're responding to the personal development. Sorry. But I really did just want to talk about measuring success in the appropriate way, because I know it's easy to watch other coaches and see their income or see, their rank or see all the things that they're doing. And I know it's easy to get distracted and, look to your left and look to your right and be like, these people signed up after me and they're doing so much more than I'm doing in my business. And they're having so much more success than I'm having in my business. And I want you to turn that off. I want you, if you can, block them from your news feed, stop paying attention to them, and get your blinders up. Get your blinders up and focused completely on your own personal goals. That's why I said, if your goal is to help 2 people, block off some of these blocks. You don't need to fill in every single one of these. If your goal is to help 10 people, fill in this one plus another one. You've got, everybody in this business has different goals. And you have to remember that we're all at different places in our life. We're all at different places on our journey. So don't compare yourself to somebody else's story, because they have completely different priorities than you do. They have a completely different life than you do. And even if you signed up on the exact same day at the exact same time, your situations are going to be completely different. You've been through different life experiences. So I just want you to stay focused on what matters to you. I want you to stay dialed in on your priorities. We are at the end of June. We still have 5 full months left of 2016 to make this an amazing year. The only way that you're going to do that, though, is by focusing solely on you. Be super selfish right now. This is a time to be super selfish. Go all in on yourself. All in. It's like a Cleveland thing because I've still got Cleveland on. So go all in on yourself and really pay attention to what you want right now. Look at your vision board. I still have my vision board on I hope you printed it out with the She Believed She Could, So She Did thing, because I want you to look at that vision board and I want you to know that in the next 5 months, you can still achieve every single one of those things on that vision board. Every single, right? June, July, August, September, 6 months. Oh my gosh, look, we've got more months than I even counted. Julie's like, you're missing one. We're in the 6th month. Yeah, you're right. I guess we do. 6 full months. Goodness gracious, guys. We've got half a year left. So we definitely have time to make sure that we are achieving all of these goals that we have on our vision boards. And I want you to really look at that every single day. And I want you to get into that mindset that you can do anything that you want to do. It's so easy to have the mindset of, I'm just not good enough. I'm not going to hit it this month. I'm not going to reach that goal this month. I'm not going to be able to reach my goals by the end of the year. It's easy to get into that mindset and that mentality. That's where personal development comes in. That's where you have to consciously be aware of your thoughts. And being aware of your thoughts, it takes time and practice, because we talk to ourselves in a very negative way. So it takes time and practice to be able to say to yourself, okay, stop. What did I just say to myself? And say the exact opposite. I did this a couple months ago, and I've had to do it, in the past couple weeks too, where you literally have to stop yourself, think about what you just said, and say the exact opposite. And I'm telling you, the exact opposite is a super positive thing that's going to make you feel really good. It's going to make you feel good because it's going to be truth. It's going to be truth and not that negativity. So I think that's all I really needed to share today. I just really wanted to tell you that it's so easy to measure success on rank and Success Club and, numbers and things like that. But I really want you to start measuring success on the names that you put on that tracker, the names of the people that you circle that you're helping every single month. And I want you to really pay attention to the lives that you're changing and make sure that you know that you truly are making an impact in their life. You are changing their life. So don't take that lightly. Make sure that you're checking in with them. Make sure that you're, checking into your challenge groups and having resources available to them and making sure that they are having success in these programs, because that's what this is all about. It's not about making a quick buck. It's not about, building $1 million business. So that's an amazing thing. We're here to change people's lives, and we're here because we have a huge obesity epidemic going on. It's real. I see it every single day, and it breaks my heart, and I hate it. And I want people to know that they can reach their goals because we've proved it. We've set out and we've changed our lives. So it's our turn to help other people change theirs. Okay? Does anybody have anything they want to add? Any personal experiences with the Go for No tracker or measuring success or anything like that? No? One more thing that I want to just remind people of. Hang on just a second. Go for No tracker. Or no, that's not. I'm just used to having the Go for No tracker. This is bingo. This is Pumped Up Nation bingo. So we're going through July 21st. With the bingo. And I just printed mine out today because, like I said, today is the first day I've been in my office in about a week. So print this little puppy out. He is in our team page and start filling it out. Like I said, don't, it says there's a lot of help one person with a challenge pack spots. When you help one person, you mark one box. And then when you help another person, you mark another box. So this goes through July 21st. Everybody in the downline is welcome to this, and you will win $25 from me, a $25 gift card, that is, when you get 5 in a row. And the Pumped Up Nation space is a free space. So diagonal, across, up and down. Cool? All right. Thank you guys so much for getting on. I hope that this helped, inspire you and breathe some life into your business so that you know that it's all about the people. That's what this really comes down to. So make sure that you're paying attention to the people, that you are focusing on what really matters in your business and your personal priorities and what really matters to you in your business. So I hope that helped. I will see you guys next week. Yes, the 5th, not July 4th. Yes, it's July. Is it July 5th? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. July 5th. That's when I'll see you guys next. I hope you guys have an awesome night, a really great end to June, and have a great day, guys. Bye. Thanks so much for getting on.